finally have everything damn near set. If they can hear me, they can go ahead whenever they want to. I'm really sorry for the holdup here, guys. Anyways, so, yeah, doing a live stream, recapturing everything on the spot. Tons of fun. So anyways, like you see by the names, Wolv21 on the left, PrincezzxDiana on the right. Going up head-to-head here, Week 3 of the Binding of Isaac League. I'm trying to do the math. I believe, don't quote me, I think Wolv is 2-0 and Diana's 0-2. But I'm kind of an idiot and can't remember. So I think that's correct, but again, don't quote me, actually. I forgot to update my title, too. So these two are underway, so a best of 3 just getting started here. Excuse me. Let's see, Wolv21. And I forgot their records, so we're just going to say who it is racing, because screw it. I finally am updating the title, because I'm an idiot. Ooh, wow, Kamikaze for Wolv21. He's going to actually take it? Is he actually going to take that with him? Really? If he does, that's kind of surprising, quite honestly. I would not be taking that item. Yeah, I'll be damned, he's going to. So I guess, technically speaking, that is it is a free bomb use at, well, not free, it costs some damage, so I don't know. Anyway, Spider Butt shows its head again as Diana picks that up for her first item, and she's on to her first boss already. Yeah, no, Diana really shouldn't be 0-2. Like, she's had great comebacks in both of them. Like, she minimally should be 1-1. I don't know how that happened. Oh, and I forgot to update the, never mind, somebody already did it. I just read that up above. Thank you guys for updating the game fetch for me. My mods, seriously, I can't thank you guys enough for the work you do. I know I don't say it enough. God damn it, timer. Thank you. Anywho, I know I don't say it enough for you guys, and we're one floor behind on that, but hey, whatever. You get the idea. It's like a minute off. Add a minute. So anyways, or we'll just wait at some point. Whatever, I'm an idiot. Anywho, but seriously, thank you guys. You've done a metric buttload of work doing that stuff and keeping it all updated and whatnot, so thank you guys. Timmy. I'd have to start making money then, legit money. I'd probably have to start running ads more often. I really don't want to do that to people. I really need to, though, honestly. I'm not making any money. My lazy ass needs to actually run ads like during the cast and take breaks, but I hate doing it. Alright, ooh, Diana's second item is actually the Sacrificial Dagger. Again, for anybody wondering which one of these is which, the Sacrificial Dagger has blood on it and points down. Mom's Knife points upwards and has no blood. So that's the way to tell those two apart. Still a great item, but not exactly the carry item that Mom's Knife would have been. So both right now are on Cellar 2, the tougher version of Basement 2, if you will. It's not that much tougher, but it is still a little bit more involved, I guess you could say. And looks like Wolv is still taking advantage of knocking down all the poops. He winds up actually with a penny and a heart just out of that room. Not bad. Oh, it's what I do at the end of cast final. I wait till the end of cast to do my ads. Wow. Not only did Wolv take Kamikaze with him, he actually used it too. Wow. I never thought that we'd see that used at any point in the races, but I'll be darned. If you can't see the timer, you're not looking in the right spot. I'm telling you that right now. If something's hiding it, that's your screen, not mine. Ooh, Guppy's Paw for Diana. Wow, she's not going to take it and use it. That's kind of surprising. And gets a nice teleport into her item room for Charm of the Vampire. So again, she'll heal, I think it's every, I've forgotten how many enemies it is. There's X amount of enemies that you kill, and you wind up with a full hard heal off of the Curse of the, or Charm of the Vampire, not Curse. Sorry. I always name things wrong. Eagle, you have no idea. Yeah, it's 13? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was 11, 12, or 13. I knew it was right in that range, though. So, every 13 kills, like, yep, like everybody's saying now, so it definitely is 13. Oh, let me get you that link real quick. If I can remember which one it was. That one. Haha, I figured it out. The Google Docs link there is what you were looking for. So that Google Docs link has all the standings, all the schedule of upcoming stuff. I've not updated it for the most recent race, Awaken versus Magic, yet. I'll do that at the end of this matchup here. Yeah, Wolv is kind of liking the Kamikaze. I'm as shocked as everybody else. I never thought that we would see that used, honestly. I really never did. Okay, that probably wasn't exactly where Diana meant to have that bomb go, but it worked out beautifully. Her boss actually pushed that bomb directly into the line of the item rock there. So that worked out very well for her, quite honestly. And all she has to do is evade this and that explosion, and very nicely done. She's got a lot of health and a devil deal. Ooh, Bloody Lust and Lord of the Pit, so she will be able to fly. So Diana's got flight on Caves 1 already, so that's going to be a huge help for getting some items. And she'll be moving on. So first to Caves 2, Diana's got an early lead here. Yeah, see, here's the weird thing. Like, Kamikaze, it's bad. Don't misunderstand me. It's definitely bad. But it does have uses, at least. It could be worse. It could be worse. It does damage you, but it is a bomb. So, if you're out of bombs, it's okay. You just don't want to be out of health at the same time. Yeah, Diana's got flight and 2 ridiculously awesome orbitals, and her red hearts will heal every 13 enemies that she kills. So she's doing pretty okay on this build so far. I think she'll be pretty happy, and hell, even at this point, Spider Butt's helping her out. Check that out. An easy 2 kills just because of, well, technically 3 kills just because of Spider Butt. Ooh, and the lucky foot. Wow, she's getting a heck of a run build here. Insane. Uh-oh, now I'm scared, Gambit. Which, by the way, reminds me that Gambit's in the next scheduled race, which is Thursday, like you said, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what time, though, for the life of me. I also forget who you're up against, Gambit. I'm terrible. But nonetheless, Gambit is in a... It's Morag, isn't it? Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's Morag. Anywho, case in point, Gambit's going to be in the next scheduled races so far that we have, which is coming up on Thursday. So we'll have plenty of other stuff to make up in between. We have 1 race from last week that still needs to be made up. So we've got no real deadline on it. People are busy. It's the holidays. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. Whenever things get done, they get done. It's just going to be the way of it. So it's going to look kind of wonky in the standings that some people are going to have 3 games done and some are only going to have 1 for a while. It's just going to be the way it is. Ah, you're racing Eddie. Okay. Very nice. So we got Full Metal Gambit versus Eddie on Thursday. And again, for anybody new to this, what we do is we do a best of 3, which is why you can see that scoreboard in the light blue down below at 0-0. We do a best of 3 to get 1 point. Ooh, very nice, by the way. Wolv waiting out the damage floor. We'll take his 1 piece of meat boy. Oh my! Wow, the carrying continues. Wolv got Sacred Heart. Wow. Caves 2 Sacred Heart for Wolv. Get carried, sir. Get carried. Insane. So now he's got homing shots, insane damage, and large tears. Wow. Anywho, he might just start skipping all of his item rooms. He may not need them anymore. Kamikaze, winning. Enough said. No, he does have an item room right here, so I don't know why he wouldn't at least look. Nonetheless, so we race down to... yeah, he won't be taking that, I don't think. Oh, never mind. He's taking all the items I want no part of tonight. Apparently, that's how you get Sacred Heart. You take crappy items. Now we know. Anywho, so he takes Holy Water, which will spill and, like you just saw, do damage to anything that crosses it for 1 room. But it'll also screw up what followers you have. So he doesn't have any and doesn't have to worry about it right now. So he could be a lot worse off with that, but I guess he might as well take it for the time being. But if he gets another familiar, I'll show you what I mean, because it won't make sense until you see it. What's up, Tacos? How you doing, man? Whoa. That was really strange. Oh, duh, she can fly. Herp. I was wondering why the hell Diana didn't take damage there. It's because she can fly. Duh, that's why she didn't take ground damage. Wow, so the nail and one of the outlawed items, the shovel. So even though that was the 1 heart deal and she could have actually bought it, the shovel is outlawed. So unless she had the D6 and re-rolled that and then bought whatever it was, that would have been an outlaw item and a reset instantly. So Diana had no choice but to pass that up there. Because again, in a race, the shovel would just be overpowered. Oh my goodness. And the mark for Wolv, so he gets even more damage up now. This became beyond a carry run at this point. Wolv is basically going to look at things, blink, and melt them. This might get a little too nutty, a little too quick. No, the nail is perfectly legal. The only reason Diana did not take that is it actually would have killed her. Because she only had 2 red hearts, and she didn't have enough soul hearts that it would have kept her alive. So she had no choice but to pass it up there. Like I was saying, though, Wolv, with his homing shot / gigantic tears / infestation in case something does hit him, now also has the mark on top of it for more damage. So in case he wasn't doing enough, he is literally going to melt stuff now. I'm a little shocked he didn't take Brimstone, but with Sacred Heart, I don't know that you need it. I really don't. I mean, at that point, the mark is the better item for you, I think. I really do. And that's saying something, because I love Brimstone. Anybody that knows me knows that if I see it, I'm buying it. So, Brimstone is one of my favorites. Always has been and always will be. Oh, if Wolv finds something like the Cancer Trinket or Tears Up, yeah, it's going to get disgusting. And by the way, if anybody is curious, again, we've been going over this a few times tonight. Technically speaking, Wolv is on an XL floor from the looks of it, but yeah, he's got to be. But normally when it says Necropolis like that, you're actually on Necropolis 2. Diana says Necropolis 1. Same theory goes for all the other floors like that. If it doesn't say what number it is, it's the second one, or it's an XL if you have a large floor. Hey, what's up, Casey? How you doing? Totally haven't said hi yet. Yeah, Sacred Heart without Brimstone, still freaking amazing. No question. Like, I love Sacred Heart. Everybody does. You saw instantly when he picked it up that everybody just said carried. Enough said. Ha! Nice. What's up, Casper? How you doing? Just a shot in the dark, but I'm going to assume that I can say what's up to Casper. Taking a guess. Ooh, Bobby Bomb. Some more homing bombs for Wolv. So he picks up a couple extra bombs and the ability that they'll home in on enemies. So wonderful, wonderful item again. One of my all-time favorites, especially if you wind up with something like Dr. Fetus and you have homing bombs. That's pretty much game over unless things run into you. If they run into you, those bombs are coming after you too. Then it's a pain in the butt. But otherwise, it's pretty damn useful. Hey, what's up, Comedy? How you doing? Alright, so Diana's still on the magical hunt for keys because without having them, she can't get into her item room. Although I get the feeling at this point, if she finds her boss fight before a key, she may just move on. Speaking of keys, Wolv finds his third, so that's just the game trolling her at this point. Oh, I hate these rooms. Wolv is dodging this like a pro, though. Nice move there by Wolv. I hate those rooms so much. Noosh, how you doing tonight? That's amazing. I've never seen that room done with no damage, except for Wolv and Cobalt. Those are the only two people I've seen do that with no damage. Alright, Diana once again needing more keys because she's also found a library now. Which may not be the worst thing to replace her spider butt, which has been helpful, but is still not the greatest of items. So who knows, she may want to, if she can get in there, she may wind up with, let's say, a Book of Shadows, maybe Book of Belial, things of that nature. What's up, Starcell? How you doing tonight? Yeah, Diana's at base damage right now. I do not believe she's picked up anything to increase that. So yeah, anything damage up-wise, she wouldn't argue. Book of Belial would be phenomenal. It'd only knock her up to, I think, 3.5 damage? Time and a half on 2 would be 3 damage. I can't do math. Because half of 2 is 1. You add that to 2 and you get 3. I can't do math. Anyway, so that would put her up to 3 damage, but it's not 2. Therefore, it would still be better. Yeah, Diana's got the no-key curse at the moment. Look at this. She's cleared the entire floor. Has no keys. Well, she has 1, but now she has to choose which one she's using it on. Item room or library, and she's going to take the item room. Ugh. Mom's pad. Yeah, I'd take Spider Butt at that point, probably, too. So she's going to do the same thing. She's going to leave that behind and take Spider Butt with her. Dragonfly, how you doing? Yeah, right? Now, if only Wolv could, like, dish some of his keys over to Diana. Oh, yeah, I can see Diana's reaction right now is, oh my god, are you kidding me? The Mask of Infamy with 2 hearts. And 2 bombs left, for that matter. Eey. Never a good thing to see. So Wolv finding even more money with his sack of coins feeding out money, and his enemies doing the same. He's sitting on 36 cents right now. So again, he's probably not too keen on the whole, hey, we've got a bunch of money, because he's been in a store. There are no more stores coming up for him, so that's going to be it. And Diana's down to 1 bomb, missed with the last one, so this is where this fight gets to be a serious pain in the butt. There goes that last bomb. Yep. If the mask turns the wrong way, that will happen. So now comes the real fun of trying to get behind the mask to do damage. Or staying at the side of it like I like to. Because at least then you don't have to try and get behind it. It takes a lot less finesse. Anger's relative. Dragonfly just doesn't whisper. Except on Skype. Then she only whispers. While silently judging. But I'm Tish. Be here all week. All the love. I see how it is. No love. I see how it is. Alright, so it looks like Diana's got to be pretty close to done with the mask here. Although, like I said, she has very low damage, so this might take even longer than it normally does. But she's been doing she's getting a lot of hits in on this, so she should be okay, damage-wise. Mind you, she is at 1 health right now, so it is getting sketchy over there. What's up, Mr. Coconut? If she won't, I will. What's up, Gray? How you doing tonight? Good to see everybody again. Sorry if I miss a few people by name. I'm trying to call a race and read chat at the same time, so I'm going to miss a few things, but I do try my best. So again, bear with me a few times. I may miss you as you come into the chat or something. A lot of people are chatting, and I'm trying to call a race. So I may miss it a few times. It's not my intention. I'm usually much better about that. And Wolv knows where his boss fights are. Let's see where he's going to go look for. I believe his secret room is what he's going to go look at. Or look for, I should say. Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe he's not going there. Maybe he's gonna go look around, but nope, he's gonna go look for a secret room. Minoko, how you doing? Like the holy shit. And there we go, there's his other item room. Figured he might be looking for that too. And lo and behold, so he'll get right on in there and, ooh, oh man. Quad shot with Sacred Heart for Wolv. The look on Diana's face basically just says, well, this one's over. I believe Diana may have just literally admitted defeat on Skype in voice, because that's a carry run for Wolv right now. Oh my goodness. So quad shot and it's Sacred Heart. So homing shots, large tiers, look at those. Look at those tiers. That's insane. That is ridiculous. Did she actually say the words, I give up? I couldn't quite tell what she said. Oh, man. Sad thing is, she is not that far behind. She is really not that far behind. For as overpowered and carried as Wolv's run has become, Diana's right there. Also, Wolv has got the green bloat on a heart and a half. Whew. Although, look at the damage. Wow. Get melted, bloat. Wow. Oh my goodness, this is overpowered as hell. Mind you, that was a Horror Babylon enacting for full power, but wow, was that OP. That was a melting of the green bloat right there. So he'll be on to his second boss fight here for the depths, which is Mom. Let's see if it's a variant, though. Nope, everybody's gotten the gray Mom tonight. Not one variant. Wow, look at this damage. Just look at this. He's just melting these bosses. Oh my goodness. Quite possibly one of the most overpowered combos right there. If he were to have more damage, he does have really good damage, mind you. He picked up the mark earlier. So he is rocking really good damage, but basically if Wolv could somehow max out his damage consistently, yeah, enough said. So that was a quick Mom's fight. Wolv gets the Polaroid, and we'll take some range up, and he'll be moving on to the womb first. Just insane build going right now. If you're a wolf, you find the one up and kill yourself. It's sheer dumb luck if you do happen to find it, though. Every item in this game is completely randomized. So sometimes you're going to wind up with things that you actually want, and sometimes you're just going to get screwed over. Mind you, at the beginning, we thought Wolv was going to get screwed over on this run, and he wound up with some of the best items that you can get in this game. His first couple were just nothing to write home about. After that, it got way better, way quicker. Yeah, we already did say hi to you about 5 times. You can quit attention whoring now by getting out of my channel. Thank you. Goodbye. By the way, kids, don't attention whore. It just makes you a whore that doesn't get paid. How does that benefit you? Just saying. Ooh, boy, an adult link. Yeah, let's totally click that. Ouch! Oh, man. Wolv. Oh, no. Oh. Although that smile on Diana's face says everything right there. If he could see that, I don't think he'd be so happy. But wow, Wolv eats a death on a carry run because he was so low on health there. Ouch. So all it takes is you get hit for 1 full heart of damage in the womb unless you have the wafer. So again, it can change very quickly. But wow, that just, oh wow. That are, yeah, damn 3 hearts. Exactly what Wolv just said. Exactly what he just said there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Vansnick just said. Oh, his was fine. Unban him. His was fine. If you guys haven't been to that one, that's actually just the, all it does is like Frankerzy, 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 over and over and over again. It's fucking hilarious. But that one's perfectly fine. But yeah, just like Wolv said, he had very, very low health. So he got screwed over there. Babe says I'm sorry. I knew that's what Duke had added last night. I was curious. I hadn't seen that one yet. Ouch. So the judgment card for Diana turns into the Demon Beggar, which takes red hearts instead of money. And she's actually going to use it here. Risky, risky, risky move, but I like it. Let's see what she gets. Speed up and range up out of it. So she's going to stay at, well, 2 hearts because she'll pick this one up and go back to 2.5. So a little bit risky, but always worth it, because if you wind up with something good out of there, you can get things like Brimstone from them. So it always works out great. Ah, yes, there you go. Alright, there you go. Ah, good point. I didn't think about that. Vansnick makes a great point there. Diana used her Judgment card in the mini-boss room. That's why I gave her the Demon Beggar baby. That would explain it. It's basically the same thing like if you use Judgment in a secret room. Instead of popping out the normal set of items, it actually uses secret room items as a loot table. So again, that's one of the other things you gotta... There's so many nuances to this game that, you know, like it gets a little crazy. Oh, by the way, mods, Otaku moved that onto the smaller server, basically, so that it's like, you know, the people that aren't spamming the shit out of it and are actually using it for legit reasons. So let's not go, like, ape shit with that. Plus, keep in mind, if that gets used too much in 30 seconds, Otaku eats a global ban. Not the bot, Otaku. So be careful with that, guys. That's why it's on mods only in the first place. And that's globally, and Otaku's in almost 600 channels. So think about that. Because I think you get like, what is it, like 30 in 30 seconds or something? So across 600 channels, that gets used quickly. Huh, wow. It's like you mention items and the game hears you. Wolv just got the wafer, so now he's only going to take half damage on anything. So if this were later on, or if he were, let's say, this blue monster that he's fighting, if he were to get hit by that, that would do 1 full heart of damage to him normally. With the wafer, he's only going to take half a heart of damage. Same thing like in the womb. Everything does 1 heart of damage to you. Not with the wafer. Now it only does half a heart. Same thing with the heart machines down there as well. So that is a phenomenal, phenomenal item. I never see it. I literally never, ever get the wafer. Ever. It is... Oh, shoot. Smoke, I know that command, too, and I'm going to have to think of it. Ducat might know it. Or somebody might. Or Otaku might be listening, and he might know it. Nonetheless, it's like exclamation mark mods only, I think. Or mods on, or something to that effect. I forget which it is. It's one of the two. You might want to give them a shot. One will tell you if it works or not. Otherwise, try, I think, /list or exclamation mark list might show it to you. Or if otakuBot.com is actually working still. Last time I went, it was down, so I just figured that wasn't up anymore. Ever? Ooh, Wolv again. Wow, with the Devil Deal, and he's going to pass up the mark this time. So he's going to take the extra health and just move on along this time. Can't say I blame him necessarily, but man, for the damage up, that is tough to pass on. That is really tough to pass on. But he is in a Skype call with Diana. You saw the Game Fetch link on there. So basically, they are talking to each other. You can actually be in both of their channels and see this more, you know, like live and be able to hear them trash talk or whatever they're doing. If you go into that Game Fetch link. But basically, because of the death of Wolv21, the womb, PrincezzxDiana has a pretty large lead at the moment. She is fighting Mom. So she'll have 2 floors left after this if she makes it through. Which, oof, down to 1 heart. Again, don't count anything out. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Again, I'm still getting over I'm just getting over being sick. So I will mute quite often. If I do cough into the microphone, I really apologize, guys. I am still a little bit under the weather, though, so bear with me slightly here. Oh, nice. Once again, so the Miter for Wolv, so he's making a nice beginning to his build here. So again, don't count Wolv out just because he is very far behind at the moment. We're also doing a best of 3, hence the scoreboard at the bottom. So again, don't count it. Oof. While I was saying that, this is why you don't count anybody out. Ouch. Because of the large hitbox that Diana had there. She just ate a death, so now she's technically 2 floors behind Wolv, who has a great build going. And Diana's starting off the same way that Wolv did last time with Kamikaze. She is going to take it, though, and keep moving on, it seems. So no reset for her. Interesting. I may have given up on that quickly, but she's going to take it and see what she can do with it. Yeah, I'm always allowed to be sick. I'm sick in the head. Doesn't that count for something, Smoke? It should. Does to me. You are Mr. Kappa. Now. There's Eagle's new nickname. We shall now call you Mr. Kappa. Whoa. Wolv's... Ouch. Wolv's infestation flies actually just knocked his bomb all across the room there. So they just played soccer boy for him. There you go. See, Vance understands. Vance Nick understands. Everybody on Twitch is sick in the head. It's a matter of to what degree and if we're willing to admit it. Let's be real honest. It's that way with everybody in the world. It's just a matter of if we're willing to actually admit, you know, like defeat on that one, if you will. Alright, so Diana quickly moving on through her floor here. We'll wind up with her first boss. By the way, for those who don't know, bombs will eat the Duke of Flies alive. So that's why you just saw her actually use the Kamikaze there. Definitely boat. Exactly, Nosh. Like, I was sick in the head before I came to Twitch. It just so happens that now I'm on Twitch. Beautiful how that works. So Wolv ripping through his boss as well. Just about done. He'll move on to Caves 2 shortly, but we'll see what they both wind up with for items. And for that matter, if Wolv gets... Nope. No God Room for Wolv, but there's a Wire Coat Hanger again for more tiers up, so more fire rate for Wolv, and more health for Diana. So great finds for both, and Diana moves on to Cellar, well, Basement 2. And 2 floors ahead of her, starting off Caves 2, is Wolv21 on the left. So again, after the deaths at different times, Wolv technically has a slight lead right now. Not even technically, Wolv is in the lead by a few floors. Again, though, don't count anybody out. We've seen crazy, crazy, crazy comebacks. All you need to do is find that one specific item that you love. Whether it be, you know, Brimstone, the Blue Candle, whatever it might be. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. Free spaz? No. Yeah, these are all normal-sized tiers. So the ones that you saw last round were ridiculously oversized tiers. So this is the normal challenge of this game. What Wolv had going for him last round was, like, extremely overpowered. Mind you, he had no health, so it was a trade-off. And fighting Super Greed, you can see why having very low health is a trade-off, because there's some points where you can't dodge. And Wolv is definitely wide-eyed. Oh, man. You can tell when Diana found out that Wolv died, too, by the way. If you go to that Game Fetch link, it's funny watching their facial reactions when things happen. So the second death of the day for Wolv, and he's back at Cellar 1 starting over again. Oh, Foos, if you go into Takubot's channel and type /join, it should join your channel. Or not /join, !join. It should join your channel. And there's a Game Fetch link for you. I was going to say, I knew one of my mods would beat me to it, and thank you, Eagle. I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother typing that. I knew one of you guys would beat me to it. Nope, that's like perfect timing by Eagle. Yeah, and both fighting just about the same boss, so you see a variant here. Excuse me. Oh, you can do it in here too? Yeah, go ahead, Foos. If you want it in your channel, go right ahead, man. Yeah, the pink variant of the Widow is extremely easy to kill, as long as you have enough speed to get out of the way. So as long as you haven't taken a speed down pill or two, you're fine. Just dodge quickly, and it's way easier than this one. Diana fought what, in my opinion, is the worst version. I hate the fact that it spawns those spiders. And more health up for Diana. By the way, Wolv picked up the magic 8-ball, so I believe his tiers went up, and he got a card, which was the Joker. Which, by the way, will spawn a Devil Room or a God Room for him. As you just saw, he used it and got a God Room, and got Guardian Angel out of it. So a very nice first floor for Wolv. Once again, starting off a nice build here. Oh yeah, there you go. So there's a picture of my cat's brother. For those that don't know, Malatrix actually rescued Spaz and his brother. So she's still got his brother, Yasha, who's got like the bluest eyes I have ever seen on a cat. So if you haven't seen that picture, check it out. And believe it or not, yes, that is my cat's brother. Yep, Guardian Angel is Faith Up. It doubles the speed of your... by the way, that's Wolv's chair. You can see in the corner. I just noticed that. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, he's got a green screen. Anywho, it doubles the speed of the orbitals going around. So Meat Boy, for example, if you get that, would normally spin around at half the speed of what you see Guardian Angel going at. If you have Guardian Angel, any orbital you have spins twice as fast. So it blocks that many more shots. It is freaking great. Diva, how you doing tonight? Long time no see. Shoop to Whoop. You ever heard the I'm a fire in my laser ever so popular meme that's been going around? It pretty much does that. It's a one-use brimstone, so you'll probably see Wolv use it when he gets to his boss fight here. We'll see what happens. Wow. So a curse room for Wolv turns into a port into his second straight, well, this time it's a double deal, but his second straight special room at the end of a floor. But he isn't going to take brimstone, believe it or not. He would have, either deal would have left him with one heart, so I can see why he left those. But man, it is tough to pass up brimstone this early. Yep, still sick. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, pneumonia. No thanks. For those that don't know, Timmy's got pneumonia going right now. I just say no thanks to that. No. Just no. Had that before. Don't ever want it again. Not the nicest feeling in the world. Ouch. So again, Wolv is gonna... Oh, man. Wolv needs 11 cents so bad right about now. He just found the most carry item ever. Yeah, Wolv is bashing his face into a wall, waiting for 11 cents that he isn't gonna find. Oh, I love it. Yep, we're still at 0-0. So he's gonna hope that he can find his secret room and that it has... Oh, it only had 3 cents in there. That's a troll game. That is a troll game. So thankfully he can find... Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's evil, though. Okay, once again, if you guys didn't notice, Wolv bombed into his item room that he couldn't have gotten into other than bombing into it. Got in there and there was a golden poop, which he needs money in a bad way right now. So, like, of all the things he could... Oh, wow. This game is just trolling him. He needs 15 cents. The floor gave him 14. Oh, man. He's going to have to leave behind the blue candle, isn't he? Unless... Oh, you've got to be kidding. That was the last thing he could have done. Oh, man. Oh, man. He's got no bombs, no keys, no other rooms to clear. So he's got to fight his boss, and he's basically got to hope for either the Pageant Boy crown. There's Choop the Whoop. So he's got to hope for either the Pageant Boy crown for money or the box of items. Only way he's going to wind up with this. But he wants that one more penny so that he can pick up that blue candle. So here's hoping. Nope, not going to get that lucky. Wow. 14 of 15 cents. Oh, that's just painful. Yeah, the look on Wolv's face right now says it all. Is there something else we haven't thought of? Yep, he could have farmed the poops off the Larrys there for a few seconds until he got a penny. It would have been really, really hit and miss, but he could have tried. And Diana gets, Jesus Juice, couldn't think of the name of it. And she's going to take Spirit of the Night out of her Devil Deal, so she's back down to 3 hearts. Yeah, Wolv's going to cry at not being able to buy that for a few more seconds. Ooh, I see what he's doing. Will he get it? He's got one more chance. Oh, he did. Give him a... Oh, this game is just trolling Wolv something fierce. So that was the last opportunity Wolv had. He's got nothing else he can do on this floor. Ouch. That's just... Ouch. That's painful. Whew. Alright, so Wolv's got to leave, yeah, he's got to leave it behind. He's got nothing else he can do. There's nothing else on this floor. The game just middle-fingered Wolv straight to the face a few times. That's painful. Whew. Alright, so moving on to his third floor. In a little bit of disbelief at the... Yeah, exactly. In a little bit of disbelief with the... Wow. That's all you can say is wow. Oh, and then, of course, right as he says that, and I can see the look on Diana's face, she winds up with a secret room with 9 cents in it. Oh, I love it. This is why I love the fact that everybody in this group is friends. We can all smack talk and know that it's just, you know, fun-loving smack talk. And now he gets the pet. Oh, man. Wolv has got to be so mad right now. And now it's just dropping money like it's going out of style. And there's little Steven for Wolv. Just, oh, man, dude, just what a troll game. And more money in fire, because, you know, why not? Just unbelievable luck on this. That's terrible. Yeah, the smile says it all. Oh, man. Yeah, like, oh, wait a minute. Edmund did. Edmund approved, definitely, of this trolling. This game could literally be renamed The Trolling of Isaac or The Binding of Screw It, We're Trolling You. And I don't think anybody would argue it. Florian, you got some splaining to do. Somebody turned on the troll engine, something fierce tonight. Like, let's recap. Wolv wound up with Sacred Heart and Quad Shot. And no health. And got trolled into dying. And that's why we're still at 0-0 right now at the 30, going on 37-minute mark here. Because both have eaten some deaths here, and Wolv got trolled a few times. Yeah, like, blame Florian. He didn't program. Florian programmed it. So now with Wolv's 15 cents, he's going to buy the treasure map. Not a bad thing. He'll know the layout of his floors. He won't know exactly where rooms are, but he'll be able to see the layout and be able to figure it out just by judgment calls. Hey, what's up, Rum? How you doing, man? Other than working, obviously. Wow, curved horn for Wolv. He's going to be happy about that find. No argument there. Because that should be damage up for him. Assuming that that's what I saw. It's hidden behind... There we go. Okay, cool, it was. Yep. So Wolv gets damage up off of a trinket. Very nice find. Yeah, we all do, Rum. Dude, I feel your pain on that. I think everyone does. Wow, and the bloody penny also. So that would be... Excuse me again, sorry, I'm still getting over being sick. Anyways, the Bloody Penny, if you pick up coins, you have a chance that you will also spawn a half or a full red heart by doing so. So it is quite handy if you got something like the Blood Machine. You want to abuse it for a few minutes. And again, I didn't mention it, Diana picked up Tammy's head, which will respawn, or be reusable every room, I should say. And like you just saw, she used it, fires off in all, basically like 8 different directions. And Diana also just picked up Mr. Mega, so you won't be able to see the effect on her character, but basically what it does, maybe you will. Actually, you can, I take that back. Nonetheless, her bombs will be gigantic now and have a much larger explosion radius. Oh, no problem. We had tons of fun. Ooh, very nice use. All right, so one of the things that Wolv just did... Wow, he just barely got away from that troll bomb. Anyways, one of the things you just saw Wolv do there, he used a hangman card before he went into that sacrifice room, so that as he walked over the spikes, he actually did not take damage. Same thing that you can pull off if there's only one chest in there. Once you do walk in, you'll have invincibility frames. If you can be really, really fast about it, you can actually blow through getting everything in that room before your invincibility frames go away. And you can walk back out of the room without taking more damage. But basically, if you can fly, you only take damage on the way out. So you might as well, on the way in, utilize it and not take that damage. Oh yeah, at this point, Diana's just begging for some damage up, I'm sure. Ooh, gets another Devil Deal. And an early Polaroid, for that matter. Interesting. Alright, let's see. It looked like Wolv just picked up homing shots, so he's got Spoonbender and automatic homing shots now. So Diana looks like she's going to do a little bit of gambling. And then explode it, because why not? And Devil Deal. Ooh. So there's that damage she might have been looking for. She's going to get the lump of coal once she beats Krampus. Which, again, for anybody that doesn't know or has no clue what that even accomplishes, the lump of coal will actually make your shots, as they travel further across the screen, grow in size and do more damage. So, technically speaking, that's a damage up incoming. Hey, Chad. Easy way to do it, let me give you the link real quick here, is through the team page, which actually there's 2 ways to get to it. Easy way is that first link, the twitch.tv/team/Isaac Races. If you go on there, there's a real easy way. It says follow all, and you just click follow all and accept. It'll follow everybody that you're not already following on the team. Basically, that's the quick way. The other way, if you didn't happen to see that, right up above my video, it should say that I'm playing on the Binding of Isaac Racing League. If you click on that, same thing. It'll also take you to the same page where you can do the one-click follow. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Wolv blink in about 5 minutes, quite honestly. Like, he is looking rather determined right now. Like, I literally, every time I turn over, it's the same look on Wolv's face, and he has not blinked. Yes, she is. That's the other thing. Especially once you get Mr. Mega, if you can use your bombs to good effect like Diana's doing, that is a huge damage increase. So if you're running really low damage tiers, and especially if you've got Mr. Mega, you're going to do some real damage with your bombs if you have enough, and use them wisely. Awesome, Chad. Thank you very much. Believe me, thank you. Oh, and that's us actually triggering a Takubot. If you see somebody, one of the mods or myself, typing with that exclamation mark in the first part, that's us triggering the bot. So that's actually just a chat bot. Wolves try to stare the bosses to death. I got this thing, man. I'm just gonna stare you down like Chuck Norris, and then you're gonna be scared. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. Wonder Waffle sees it too. Like, he barely blinks. Like, there must be something just like feeding, like, you know, I can't think of the name of it now. Visine into his eyes or something. Wake and Smoke won 2-0 tonight. So he had incredibly good runs. That was basically 2 complete no-death runs, if I'm not mistaken. That might have actually been a first. We're going to have to go back and find out. In fact, I think today we've had the only 2 of those that we've had the entire league so far. That's pretty crazy. Alright, Wolv ripping through. Wow, very nice finds. Ripping through his Gertie boss. Winds up with an Eternal Heart, a Soul Heart, and Speed Up. So that's Soul, or Eternal Heart. Oh, wow. That Eternal Heart. Here's ironic timing. Diana picks up the poop. Wolv's intro screen shows his character pooping. Just saying. Just saying. Will I ever race? Probably at some point. This league's going to go all the way through March. And I know after that, before we start up Season 2, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it. Just so that I have a little bit of time kind of for my cast. Because if you guys haven't noticed, basically everything I've been casting's been this league. So, like, come March, I'm taking some more time for my cast for a little while, and then we'll start up a second league. But maybe if during that time, like, somebody else starts one up and invites me, I might actually take them up on that and join one for fun. So absolutely, I might. But it won't be one that I start, I can tell you that. But if somebody else starts one and gives me an invite or something, yeah, by all means. Oh, I still get plenty pissed off at plenty of video games. So that's definitely not going to change. It's just I don't have much free time at the moment. So like the next 2 days, I've got free time that I can play whatever I want. So I definitely will be. It's just basically when we get days like this with like 3 races, it's, you know, my day's devoted to Isaac, obviously. So it's been a little few and far between on regular casts, but I'm having so much fun with this. Yep, they're on the same floor right now. Basically, Diana has a slight lead, only because she's found both her item room and knows where her boss room is now. So I'm giving her a slight advantage on that, but it's very slight, and I do mean like seconds. But yeah, it's very close. Oh my god, Eddie's in pink. That's why I didn't recognize him. Like, who's talking to Eddie? And like, oh, he's here. What's up, dude? How are you doing, sir? Excuse me. And speaking of those specific rooms, Wolv just found his item room, so he'll grab that real fast, and now he's just got to find his boss floor. Boss door, not floor. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, Magneto. So all the items, such as coins, bombs, keys, things of that nature in rooms, will now move towards Wolv. Damn right, nothing wrong with pink. Damn right. Alright, so Diana's the first move on to her Depths 1 boss, and she's going to get War right off the bat. Ooh, is that close enough? Yes, it is. Wasn't sure a bomb was going to be close enough, but with Mr. Mega, that has enough explosion radius. Oh, wow, War just trolled her bad. Perfect timing on War disappearing right as she threw a bomb down, too. Now, what's up, Adonis? How you doing? Yeah, this is yet another really close race. That's the way a lot of them have been. Like, these have just been neck and neck. If you guys were here for the first two, well, if you weren't, I'm not going to give away anything, but the highlight's done already of the first races today. Some of those were really close. The Awaken, Smoke, and Magic races were both really, really close. So we've had a few crazy ones today. Wow, Diana might kind of be cheaping this fight right now. But that's how this works. It's a beautiful thing. Yep, that's only about the 5th time that he's had that join and then leave his channel, so guess who's getting banned? You! That's how that works, guys. Use my channel as your way to kind of dick around. You're getting instantly banned. Guess what? You have your own chat channel. Figure it out in your own channel, kids. If you have a serious issue where you think that, like, the 300 other people in here need to see what you're saying, put your dick away, and believe me, they don't. Oh, thanks, Chad. I do what I can on that one. I didn't know what else I could do, honestly. Challenge, where I had this all set up originally, changed their setup on their site, and I don't like the way it works now, and it doesn't work quite the way I want it to with the 2 division setup that I have going. For playoffs, that's the reason I did that. Oh, Isaac versus Ultra Pride in the left screen for Wolv. I hate this boss fight. I seriously hate this boss fight so much, but Wolv did a great job with the beam there. If you didn't notice, he walked up and poisoned both of those right off the bat and then tore them to shreds because of it. Ooh, nice. Diana finding some health up here in Necropolis. That's kind of rare. Oh, amen to that. Yeah, 400, my good crumbs. Oh, Eagle, in your monocle. You're gonna see some serious shit. Oh, Eddie, I love it. I love the Back to the Future references. We had 880 viewers, you're gonna see some serious shit. Also, I was frozen today. Why? Because I had to. So anyways, looking for his boss fight as Wolv. He's only got one spot where it can be, so as soon as he makes his way up here, you'll see it attached to the next room that Wolv has to clear. And then he will be done after that with his Depths 1 and at a slight advantage. Actually, I take that back. He's still at a slight disadvantage. Diana's on Depths 2. Again, Necropolis, if it doesn't show you a number, means that you're either on an XL floor or the second floor. And I kind of forgot about that. Ooh, very nice. So Wolv fighting Gish. He will wind up with Little Gish as a follower after this. So he's got two extremely good familiars following him after this fight. Exactly, Blue. Exactly, Blue-Eyed. Christopher Lloyd. Can you go wrong with Christopher Lloyd? The man played a Klingon and did good. Enough said. I think I just print screened everything. Whoops. Alright, so Wolv ripping through Gish here, looking to catch up quickly, and believe me, is not that far behind Diana. Basically, oh wow, another God Room for Wolv, because he's got so much faith up right now. Oh, wow, and the Relic, so he's going to get some Soul Hearts every couple of rooms that he clears, and he'll move on to Depths too. So again, both racers on the same floor now. See, this is why I like you guys. Happy agrees with me completely there. See? That's why I like you guys. Y'all know what's up. Whoa. My chat just skipped back up to the top. That was weird. I just saw chat from about an hour ago. Not really going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Useful. If Wolv sees Holy Water, I will guarantee you he will not pick it up. Let me explain. Somebody just made the crack that in before Wolv gets Holy Water. I would guarantee he would not pick that up. Reason being, one of your two followers, or one of his two followers, either Gish or Little Steven, would glitch out until Holy Water went away and turn into Brother Bobby in every room. So he would lose a lot of DPS. That's damage per second. He would lose a lot if he had Holy Water following him, because that does glitch out your follower. Second that you get hit and Holy Water disappears, though, it unglitches back into the correct follower. But only for that room. It'll reset itself again in the next room. So again, Holy Water, kind of hit and miss. Hey, what's up, Radron? How you doing? Yeah, pretty much true, Vance. So true. Well, welcome to the internet. But I'm doing good, Rad. Raid. How about yourself? Awesome, man. I'm good to see everybody here again. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And again, speaking of support, if you do me a huge favor and click this Game Fetch link, that will wind up giving both of these casters a view, especially because they're both partners. It would give them both an ad view as well, if you don't ad block, obviously. But nonetheless, that's something that doesn't need to be discussed. If you do, awesome, whatever. Keep it to yourself. Nobody cares. Big deal. Like, oh no, we lost out on like a fraction of a penny. Believe me, you're not going to piss off a caster by saying that. Anyways, nonetheless, they are both partners, so if you would give me a huge favor there, click on that, give them both a real quick view. If not, also check out the league page, and you can give both a follow if for whatever reason you don't happen to be following both. Oh, excuse me, sorry while I clear my throat again. So Wolv has already found his boss fight, he just needs to find his item room, which took all of one extra room to clear. So he's found all that, and he's definitely got a quick advantage here on Depths 2. Interesting. So see how quickly this can turn around, folks? Wow, and mini mush for Wolv, so he's going to be smaller and get speed and range up. Do I even want to know where that one came from, Eagle? Holy shit. Wow. I don't even want to know. Anyways, for anyone wondering why Wolv went and picked up that, oh man, first type of mom that we've seen tonight that is not normal. Interesting. Anyways, reason Wolv picked up his Eternal Heart right now. First things first, he's got a Soul Heart to cover it. Secondly, he will not be able to leave this boss fight room, so he had to pick that up if he wanted any chance of taking that with him. So that's one of the things you have to look out for. Mom's foot fight, you can't leave the room unless you can teleport out. So keep that in mind. If you see stuff on Depths 2, take it early. Set it on Skype one day. Nice. I gotta hear the story. That's awesome. It scarred you. Yeah, right. I know you, Eagle. Very nice. So Wolv's going to get to take that Eternal Heart with him, so that's going to turn into a full red heart. And Diana rocking half a red heart at the moment has... Ooh, wow. Interesting floor for Wolv. He's got 4 spots, actually 5 spots where his boss room could be. Ouch. Looks like he's going to test the upper left-hand side first, and I don't blame him. That would have been my choice. So anyways, Wolv is in the lead at the moment because he is on Womb 1. We go through Womb 2. So the first to kill off Mom's Heart will get 1 point. We do a best of 3. So we still have at least one more matchup of these two coming up afterwards. And again, excuse me, sorry for muting so often, but like I said, I'm still getting over being sick, so every now and then I have to sniffle or sneeze or cough or something. So apologies if you do happen to hear that. I'm trying my best. Alright, so actually it looks like Wolv is going to try down further here in the lower left-hand corner. So not where... Oh, man. Diana finds Blue Mom, so we've seen both of the variants of Mom back-to-back here. This is by far the worst that you see Diana fighting. Reason being the mobs that just spawned. All this will do is spawn Wrath of the Lamb enemies, such as these mini greedheads, butt lickers, and... Wow. And spiders, which, as you also noticed, Little Chub actually gets knocked around by Mom's foot. So as she fired that, Mom's foot came down and actually kicked Little Chub across the room. So I don't know if you guys caught that or not. Nope, you don't actually need the Polaroid on these, because all we do is we race through the Womb 2. So as helpful as the Polaroid can be, the Curved Horn is actually giving Wolv +2 damage. So he chose that, and I'd say that was actually a good call on his part. There we go. Diana did a great job on that fight. Yeah, she was a little worried, you can tell. So she's got her double Polaroid and obviously doesn't need both. So she'll move on to Womb 1, and we're on the same floor now. But yeah, for Wolv, the reason that he didn't take the Polaroid, we're not doing chest runs yet. That's going to be in the finals of once we get through the playoffs. The finals are going to go all the way through the chest. So at that point, the Polaroid comes in as an absolute necessity. But basically right now, totally not needed. And for those that haven't heard, basically, what we're going to do in the playoffs, there's going to be 3 total rounds of playoffs. And the reason that we're stopping at the Womb 2 during the regular season, first off, if people eat deaths, I mean, this round alone has taken almost an hour, for example. Whereas the entire last 2 races took an hour. So, you know what I mean? Like, it can take a little long sometimes. But during the playoffs, once we get down to, like, just the final 6, the first round, we're going to go through Shale. Second round, we're going to go through the Cathedral. And then in the finals, we're going to go through the chest, just to make it that extra little bit of challenge for the people that got that far. And Wolv finds his first boss room. So again, the advantage definitely in Wolv's hand at the moment. He's got more health. Diana's playing a gambling machine, trying to get a few more soul hearts to give her a little bit of leeway here. Ooh, very nice. And Wolv winds up with Skull-X, who he just walked into to poison. Also, always a great move. By the way, for those that don't know, enemies like Skull-X, every part of them, basically, should be a damageable thing. You notice that more than one piece got poisoned on Skull-X. That would hold true on Skull-X, except he's slightly different in that he can only hit him at the very back end. Other enemies, though, like Larry Jr., each one of those sections is actually its own enemy. So you can hit all of them and damage each one individually. So if you can poison them all, they'll all take damage at the same time. Ooh, and another pretty fly for Wolv, so now he's got 2 orbitals along with his Guardian Angel to spin it twice as fast, so that's looking great for him. Eagle. Alright, so there's a very good chance, actually, that... I was going to say, Wolv may try up at the top if he bombs through the top of that secret room as well. There's a good chance that his boss fight may be up top. But again, in the womb, all you're looking for are boss fights. There are no stores, there are no secret rooms. Or there are no item rooms, rather. There are secret rooms. But in a race, it's all kind of about timing. Wow, another pretty fly. Not that he can use it, but Wolv has another one. And I think he actually just used the wrong one, but yeah, whatever. Not going to do him any damage. So Diana's still gambling here. Still looking to get some health, because she is in desperate need at the moment. And Wolv gets an arcade, which he's going to pass on, because chances are, I'm going to guess, in one more room, we're going to see Wolv attached to his boss fight. I think it's going to be over here. Yeah, Diana wants hearts very bad. She got one. Could have been worse. Looks like Wolv is not going to try that. Yep, lo and behold, doesn't even have to clear it, and Wolv winds up with his boss fight. So first one to Mom's Heart here is Wolv. So he's looking to take this fight out and advance to a 1-0 lead here. So again, we do a best of 3. So even if Wolv does finish this off first, he'll be up 1-0 in a best of 3, and there is still at least one more race to come. But as always, good luck, sir. And good luck, Diana, as well. You don't have that far to catch up, so there's always still that chance. I've seen crazy things happen in this game, so there's always that chance that you can just find your boss fight instantly on the second floor. Because I've seen it literally, I've walked in one room and found my boss fight. It's just a matter of finding it and being very lucky with your setup. Ooh, very nice placement on that bomb. Good timing there. So here's one of the real tricks to the Mom's Heart fight. If you can drop bombs in the at the right timing, you can actually kill all of her spawns and keep the heart out and exposed the entire time to take damage. Until you get to something like that particular enemy, which is why Wolv saved his the Mom's Foot card. And a very nice job. So Wolv rips through his Mom's Heart fight and takes the immediate 1-0 lead here. Let me pause this because I forgot to click in there. That's why I wasn't stopping. So a 59-minute run, and Wolv takes a 1-0 lead here. So great job, man. Because, oh, there we go. I'm waiting for the, I think I just pooped a little. Yeah, timer. I have no watch, timer. So anyways, congrats. Wolv takes a quick 1-0 lead here. Like I always do in between races, we're going to give them a minute real quick to set up. I'm going to run a really quick 30-second ad just to make a little bit of cat food money, like I like to say. I'm sure they're going to do the same because they are both partners. So real quick, let me give you the Game Fetch link so you can get into both of their channels. And if you would do me the... Oh, shit. If I'd quit accidentally hitting other buttons, I might actually be able to link that for you. Let's try that one. There we go. All right, like I was saying, let's try that. Go to both of their channels if you would. Give them both an ad view and a page view for me if you would. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Real quick, though, I'm going to run a 30-second ad. I will be right back with you. And thank you again. And for those that don't see my ad, you can see that I don't block him and I'm watching Wolv's ad right now. So yeah. Alrighty, looks like we should be cleared up. And in fact we are, because Wolv's is clear too. Awesome sauce. Alright, so it looks like we are good to go anytime that the two racers are ready. They are both on a Skype call at the moment, so they'll be able to call their own starting point. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm recapturing both of their streams. You might have saw that by the fact that you probably just saw me watch Wolv's commercial. I don't ad block, so yeah. Nonetheless, they are both on a Skype call. They'll be able to call their own. Like I said, though, I am capturing both of their streams. There is a slight delay, so you might see one start before the other. But they are definitely... I forgot to reset the timer, too. That would have been stupid. But they'll start at their own leisure, basically. Let me reset that. There we go. And now we're good, I think, if I stay clicked in there and actually hit the button at the right time. Yeah. Yeah, that's been the thing this month. The ads have been laggy as hell, and they've been breaking Shockwave players, like, across the board. So I don't know what's up this month, but something went wonky as hell. So yeah, the ads have been really, really screwy. That's why I hate playing them during the middle of streams. Like, especially right now. I mean, they've been breaking people's streams, so I've been playing them at the end. It's been easier. But every now and then I gotta play one, so... Yeah, it looks like we're about to get going here again from the looks of things. We're giving them a couple seconds, obviously, so that they can catch up with their chat, too. Today, the previous races, first one was won by Fat Shuffler over RTC, and the second race today was Awakened Smoke winning over Magic D250. So right after this race, I'll update the stats for the Awakened Smoke Magic race, and also for this one. I just didn't get a chance in between because we started, like, right afterwards. So basically, these two are about to get going with round 2. Again, this is a best of 3. So if Wolv wins this one, he'll win 2-0. If Diana wins, she'll force a third round. Which, by the way, if anybody has not seen Diana race, I'm putting money on her in this round because she has yet to lose a second round. She's been down 1-0 in both of her races so far and has won the second race both times. And there we go. We are off and running. So again, you're going to see a slight delay. Wolv is just taking off now. Or will just about be to take off. Or is just about to be taking off. Boy, I can't talk. But again, that is just a stream delay. They are on a Skype call, so that happened immediately at the same time. And Diana, with the first item room, gets damage up with the Blood of the Martyrs. So very nice find right off the bat. She's already got more damage than her last run had. And that was in 2 rooms. She's already got higher damage output. So again, here's the oh-so-fun thing about this game. Sometimes you wind up with really crappy builds. Sometimes you wind up with the most powerful, you know, just most ridiculously damaging. And how did she not take damage there? What hit that killed it? But yeah, whatever. Lucky Diana. I don't know how she didn't take damage. If anybody saw it, her fire a tear, you've got better eyes than me, because I didn't see it. Right on, Nordics, have yourself a good one. And thank you again for coming out. Ooh. Beggar friend. Will Wolv even take that? Yes, he's going to, so he's going to take the bum friend. Any money that Wolv sees in rooms, that bum friend is going to go pick up or try to pick up first. Every couple of cents. It's all random, just same thing as the Judgment Beggars. He'll pop out items, but it's mostly just going to be stuff like pills, hearts, keys, coins, things of that nature. I've actually seen him pop coins out for taking coins. It's rare, but he does it. So he will not pop out like actual space use items, but he's still decent. And in a race, yeah, why not? Nope, D20 is legal. There is a list. Yep, Ralphie beat me to it. Never mind. The list of outlawed items. Ouch! Oh! I was gonna say, Diana shouldn't have walked forward that fast. Oh! Ow. Okay, so for those who didn't see that, there was a damage floor where Diana walked into when she was picking up the item, and it stuck her there for 2 ticks of damage. So she wound up dying because of that. Ouch. That deserves a damn it, Diana, right there. I'm gonna bust out the damn it, Diana, on that one. So yeah, she got stuck in that damage floor for 2 ticks of that damage. That's why she just died, if you guys didn't see that. And now she's on tilt, walked into an exploding bomb, too. Alright, so Wolv moving on to his second floor. Technically in the lead now because of that death. Yeah, there is the damn it, Diana's. No, that's the fun part about racing. He doesn't have to reset. She's the one that died. It wasn't because of the game screwing up or anything. If you guys didn't see the first race, it took an hour because both of them died. Ooh. I may not have picked up that Eternal... Yeah, Diana's thinking the same thing right now. So Diana picked up an Eternal Heart, which might have been a little too early to do so. If she gets hit, that's going to be the first one to disappear. Oh yes, I'm in complete agreement with Zale on that one. The D20 can get overpowered. So for example, like what it would do is those 3 bombs that Diana had in the center of that room, if she were to D20 it, would re-roll those into other items. So kind of the same nature. It really, really, really is kind of awesome when you get up to like the chest, for example. You can get some good stuff from that. But it is ridiculously overpowered. But D20 is legal. The only ones outlawed are the Bible, Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac. Those can be D6'd, but those are the only items that can be rolled on with the D6. Anything else, if you roll on it, you have to pass it. Oh, and there goes Diana's Eternal Heart on a cheap shot by the little part of the demon here. I'd call him Little Steven, but it's not. You know, Little Steven's the follower, so I can't call that part Little Steve. Anyways, moot point. Hey, Squirrel, how you doing tonight? That's the other thing. The tick is perfectly, actually, really useful in these races. We only race through Mom's Heart, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about getting the Polaroid here. So the tick actually does 15% damage to bosses and mini-bosses and heals you for a heart when you walk in the room. So it's actually a very good item for these particular races. And little Steven for Diana, and looked like Wolv picked up an attack fly this time. So the flies continue for Wolv. You got a different one this time, though. That's the thing, though. Weird Kirby, the two items that Steven boss can spawn are the Tumor Steven or Little Steven. So you can't use either of those terms, sadly. Because they are completely different from the two that pop out of them, because they're not quite the same. Oh, very nice. Thank you, Squirrel. Very much appreciated. And for those that don't know, Squirrel Mecha is talking about... If I could type. There we go. It's only 3 letters, and I screwed it up. Anyways, the Games Fan Shop link right there, they're doing their Christmas sales right now, but that does actually support me if you buy games through my link right there. That will actually support me. I do make money off of that, so that's another good way that basically you wind up with something instead of just being like, hey, we want to give you money. Which I hate accepting money in the first place, but hey, it happens. But nonetheless, ooh, nice. Damage up and range up for Wolv with the Jesus Juice here. But nonetheless, if you guys want to get something out of that and still give me a pretty damn decent cut, Games Fan Shop is a great place to check out. For those that don't know, they'll wind up giving you Steam keys, or Steam codes, I should say. They'll email it to you usually within about 10 minutes of you purchasing it. So it's a really great way to get your Steam games way cheaper than Steam if they aren't on sale. Pay his alimony. And I know Foos will be the first to agree, because if you look on the overall sales, Bearded Gaming's, I believe, number 2 or number 1 on there, and I used to be number 3 until Lethal Frag actually passed me this week. Ooh, nice. Relic find for Princess Diana. So again, every couple of rooms, she'll get a soul heart to spawn for her after she clears them. So very early on in the basement, that's a great thing to find. Ooh, she is, however, going to pass on her secret room because she doesn't have any bombs to get back out and would have to take a full heart of damage just to get in and back out of that room. Yep, exactly. We're doing the league for the fun of it, basically. So, as serious as we are, we're taking it seriously to an extent, but it's mostly about fun. You'll notice that we have Week 2 races that haven't been done yet. I almost said Cobalt. Chatia and Cyanide Epic were both really sick when they had their race scheduled. So basically, they're going to reschedule at some point. Now I know Chatia's busy with personal life at the moment too, so this week might be a little bit screwy on 2 counts for her, because she's got to make up that 1 race, and she's racing Cobalt Streak this week, who won't even be back in town until, I believe, Thursday, because he's got personal stuff going on. So it's just the never-ending week of, like, hey, personal things happen, you know what I mean? Real life comes first. We're all human beings. Yeah, we broadcast for entertainment, but at the same point, we're humans here. So, you know what I mean? Basically, we're doing this just to have fun at the moment. There was a reward, but Games Fan Shop actually backed out of their sponsorship 3 days before the league started. Same with the monthly races. That's why there aren't going to be any more monthly races at the moment. They backed out of their sponsorship. So that's why you don't see it on the screen anymore. But yeah, we would have had prizes for them, but apparently Games Fan Shop didn't want to. Oh, and Forksy's donated a few games, so I can keep it going for a few more months, but it's going to be kind of scarce. Ooh, our first I Am Error room tonight. Very nice. Too bad there's no actual item. Well, there is. It's Skeleton Key. I couldn't see it. So Diana gets an I Am Error room, a 7% chance to find this. Ooh, bombs are key pill. So she could either have 99 bombs or 99 keys. Interesting. Yep, exactly. Just Cause 2 for 10 bucks. Not bad. Yeah, we all know I'm not a human. I'm actually a cat. You're actually listening to Spaz talking. That's why you don't see the Spaz cam on. It's really the cat. How so on that one, Alpha? Are you talking about being able to get in on the races or being on, like, Games Fan Shop, for example? Which one were you referring to? Either way, I can help you out with an answer. Yeah, Spaz is the best ventriloquist. He totally is. On the races. Basically, with the league here, we've got 12-set racers. But I do monthly races like I was talking about, which we have one coming up on Friday. The only thing you've got to be able to do is stream live on Twitch so that I can recapture your stream as it's happening. YouTube, I don't know enough about to have actually seen a live stream go on there, so I don't know how well that works. If that does work, though, effing awesome, because that would work too. And I would have no problem with that because it's the same amount of effort for me, so I could care less. But basically, we just, as long as you can race, let me give you the rules, if I could remember what the trigger command is. I think it's that. Yes, it is. If you look on the rules listing on there, it'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for. And if you go back in my highlights and look for like the monthly races, it's kind of set up like this, except with 4 people at a time usually. So you'll get a general gist. Like I just have to keep 4 streams open live at the same time. And then, you know, we race all head-to-head, literally live as it can be. First time going up against Mom. It'll get a little interesting for you, Psycho. It's so hard to explain. It's just one of those things that, kind of with more practice, you'll really get the hang of it really quickly. That first time through, though, kind of prepare for anything, because it is still random. But watch out for shadows. If you see a shadow, get out of the way. That's all I can say. That's about as close to MLG as we're going to wind up getting. I wouldn't even call it MLG as far as that goes, but we're racing more to have fun, I would say. At the same point, like, we haven't finished off all the races for last week. Same theory. We're kind of here to have fun more so, but at the same point, we're all loving the hell out of doing this, and the competition's fun. So we're really just doing it as kind of like a laid-back, almost like fantasy football-style league by comparison to MLG stuff. But we got some racers like Cobalt Streak. That dude don't mess around. If I'm not mistaken, he had an 18-minute run already. So, yeah, we got some people that don't mess around with their races. Like, we are taking it seriously, but we're all about having fun. So, hopefully you guys are having fun with it, too. I know I've gotten nothing but, you know, like, I'm enjoying this type of responses. I know personally I'm just having a blast. So, hopefully the same is going all around. Yeah, Cobalt don't do slacking. Exactly. Well, we can't do that, Giga, because we're going to the, all the way through the entire game, and to do that, you would literally have to take about an entire day to unlock the entire game, so we can't do that. Alright, so anyways, catching back up on the race here. Both are on the caves, too. Diana, at this point, has a minuscule, and I do mean seconds, of a lead, because she knows where him and her boss room are. Wolf's still looking for his item room here, but shouldn't have too much further to go for it. Oh, wow, Diana took holy water. All right, so you're about to see the glitch out. Notice that little Steven just turned into Brother Bobby on Diana. So that'll happen until she gets hit in a room. I do have a save file that would have everything unlocked, but why would we reset our save file for the finals when they have to go through the cathedral or through the chest? It wouldn't make any sense. All we'd be doing is resetting their save file and then putting the league save back in. It wouldn't accomplish anything. So again, guys, we already have it set. We're going through the cathedral on the the round before the finals. The finals are going through the chest. To do that, we have to have the save files where they're at. Otherwise, they can't get there. And we're talking like a day worth of racing, and not even racing, but a day worth of just unlocking shit to get there. Because you'd have to kill Mom's Heart 10 times, go through Cathedral 7 times, just to be able to get to the chest. So think about how many replays that is. Ooh, Ghost Baby for Wolv. At least it's damage. I'll give it that much, but that is not one of my favorite follower items. Wow, and gets health up out of that chest. Very nice. Can never argue those. The most recent item Wolf picked up was that Ghost Baby, so you'll there we go. Now you can see it. The one follower closest to him that's shooting out the spectral tears. Sure do, Nosh. Or sorry, I just called you Nosh. Whoopsie. Noosh, yes I do. It is Friday, actually. The people that signed up for November are going to get first dibs, but anybody that wants to can go ahead and sign up for that. Make sure you've read the rules first, just in case. But nonetheless, if you want to sign up, there is no guarantee that all 16 of those guys are going to be there. I know 2 of the racers out of the top 16 are in, but the other ones have not responded. I know one of them has to not be here. So there's going to be a lot of openings, so feel free to sign up. We're going to go in order off the rest of the list. So you may be a little bit too late on signing up for this one, but it got really screwy with having to cancel last month's. Yeah, but it'd be almost minimally 18 runs if you don't die. So you're looking at least probably 9 to 18 hours right there just to unlock it. Plus, then you'd have to race through the chest. So you're looking at another run. So anywhere between, like, I'd say probably 9 to, like, 20 hours, give or take. And, of course, the music stopped, so let me restart that up again. That one. Winning. Ooh, Awaken's gonna get smacked. Let's see. Dumb question. What order, left to right, top to bottom, or what? No, there should be another listing on there that actually goes, like, it should say, like, 1 through, like, 16 or 17 or whatever. I think there's, like, 70 people signed up. It should literally list it out, like, with numbers on them on one of them. You might have to search for it, because that is not the right link. That's just the actual sign-up link. But if you look on that race, there should be another one that shows you, like, everybody by numbers. Which I'm going to have to link on Twitter later, because I keep forgetting to update that. Ooh, favorite song in the game? Great question. I'm going to go with the library theme. I really like it. I don't know why, it's just very, very peaceful in what should not be a peaceful game. So I really, really have got to go with and it's a tough call, but I like the library theme. It's either that or the initial finishing song. Not Jesus Loves Me, but the initial, like, you know, rock out, you know, like, hey, cool, I just won. It'd be a toss-up between those, but I'm going to go with the library theme. Oh, very nice. Yes, I just noticed that too. So Wolv picked up Mom's purse. So he's got 2 trinket slots now. If he comes across another trinket, the tick will not matter. He can actually pick up a second one. And he's going to let his bum friend pick up the money in the middle here. And it spawns him a key, which he'll use to grab Tammy's head for fun. Use it real quick and put it right back down, because that Book of Belial is way better. So there's a Depths 1 Steam sale for Diana, where you always seem to wind up getting the Steam sale. So she'll have one more store where she can put that to use. If this were actually in the game, this song is what Awaken Smoke's referring to. If this were actually in the game somewhere, I would call it this, but this is just a remix on the actual soundtrack. So I can't count this as in-game music, if that makes sense. Ooh, Tomes and Innermost Apocalypse. Not bad call on either of those blue. I gotta imagine it will, Critty. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. Honestly, like, mind you, they're making all new music for Rebirth, so this isn't exactly retro either. So I can see it being in there as like an intro song or a finishing song or something. Oh, excuse me. So again, for those that don't know, Wolv's got a Book of Belial, which is a time and a half damage multiplier. So that's why you see his tiers just got like increased size and are red now. So he's doing more damage than he used to. Which I believe with his damage up from the small rock, he was probably at 4 damage, so this should put him at 6 when he's using that. Hey Locke, how you doing tonight? Alright, more pills for Wolv. Most of the racers will not actually eat pills unless there's 2 of the same on the same floor, and even that's a stretch. I know Cobalt's kind of the one that taught me that trick. There's just too many down stat pills you can take. What's up, Crashers? Yeah, it's only about, let's see, the 6th time I played that one tonight, so yeah, it's happened. Doing pretty good, thank you. No arguments getting over being sick, so I'm still a little bit under the weather, but it ain't so terrible as it used to be. Yeah, damn right, Crashers. Alright, so right now, we got Wolv with a 1-floor lead on PrincezzxDiana, though she is very close to catching up to him. And he has yet to find either his item room or his boss fight here, so if she can rip through war really quickly, this will be a neck-and-neck race once again. Again, Diana's looking to even this up in 1 game apiece and force a game 3. How did she not hit that bomb? Weird. Anyways, she's looking to even it up in 1 apiece. Wolv is looking to finish it off at 2-0 here. Ooh, good tutoring for Isaac. I would watch Cobalt Streak's stream. If you go up to the Binding of Isaac Racing League, which it'll have a link up above my my video feed. If you click on that and go to Cobalt Streak's channel, that would be a person you want to watch for tips. Other than that, it's all about time, playing, you know, and putting time in on the game. You'll pick up a lot of strategies just from putting time in. For me, it took 98 deaths before I ever won. So it takes a lot of time. And speaking of ripping through her boss really quickly, Diana does so and gets a 2nd piece of Meat Boy and a Devil Deal. Ooh. Mind you, man, this would be risky if she takes him. Nope, she's going to pass on both and move right on down. So she'll be on depths 2 as well, so these two are both looking almost neck and neck. Again, Wolv knows where his boss room is, and it's just looking for his item room here. Diana needs to find both to even it up, and she's got to do both quickly to take a lead, for that matter, pretty quickly, because they're running out of time. Critty. That frag isn't good. He just gets carried by that 300 and some odd day beard. No, he seriously does. Like, Lethal Frag has some of the best luck I've ever seen in this game as far as item drops go. He gets ridiculously carried sometimes. So Wolv gets a Temperance Machine. He's going to try for a 2-for-1 here. Only gets the 1, but I'm sure he'll be okay with that. Wow, how many times is he going to have to fight Ultra Pride tonight? That has to be his 2nd, if not 3rd time fighting him. And this is, believe me, not the mini-boss you necessarily want to come across. Especially if you don't have bombs. His spirit's hiding a leprechaun. Yeah, and a couple of ferrets and a few Cheez-Its. Oh, and I'm completely behind on this. Like, I don't know why I haven't mentioned it yet, but I just saw Chad make mention of it. Diana just picked up Quad Shot, so again, we're seeing a few of the same items over and over. But when they're good items like this, or perhaps if we see another Sacred Heart, I'm sure nobody's going to argue. Ashy, how you doing tonight? Ooh, who's got the better items? Eee, tough call, really. I would say probably Diana, though not by much. She's got poison effects on her bombs. She's got Quad Shot. She's got a 2-piece Meat Boy. Wolv's got some decent damage and an attack fly, but both are kind of looking for health. Yeah, I'd give a slight advantage to Diana, though I do mean slight. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good all in all, Ashy. Thank you. And once again, Red Mom for Ashy. So this is the version of Mom that mostly just foot stomps. The only other thing it's going to do is what you just saw with the extra shots there. Yep, Diana's ahead right now. Only because Wolv is still looking for his item room. So once Wolv finds his item room, and well, he's going to have to backtrack across an entire floor, so that's going to give Diana a little bit of leeway here. But yeah, Diana's building a little bit of a lead. And on that note, what's up? Alright, so there's Wolv's item room. So once again, he winds up with even more flies. So he's got another halo of flies for a bunch of orbitals that'll block shots for him. So once again, great pickup. Again, though, he has got to backtrack a long way. So Wolv thankfully had just enough money for that treasure map, so he also winds up knowing the exact layout of all of his floors. Won't know exactly where specific rooms are, but he'll be able to see the layout. No, you guys need to chill. If I mute the stream for a second or two, I keep going over this. I'm sick. I need to mute every now and then. It does happen. If I don't talk for 10 seconds, it's not the end of the world, guys. Anyway, so the Blue Mom variant again. So we've had nothing but variants, have we? And actually, I take that back. First time they went through, they had regular ones. But nonetheless, we've had nothing but variants recently. So Wolv with the toughest, in my opinion, version of Mom. Like, by far, too, just because of the enemy spawns. Because there you see, they have the nastiest patterns. At least the regular Mom, the spawns that it has, don't randomly go, like, sideways and diagonally on you. Ooh, very nice lock. I always love finding Brimstone, especially early. Ooh, this is where these rooms get nasty. Wolv is in a nasty moment here with half a heart. Oh man, this is close. Thank you. Wow. I think Wolv just pooped himself a little there. But 3 soul hearts and a half heart heal for him. Not bad. And he also winds up with the Polaroid on top of his tick. Even at that point, that's about the 3rd timeout he's eaten, so yeah, that's enough. Alright, so both on Womb 1 right now. Even though Diana says Utero, it's just the tougher version of the Womb. So it's like the expansion version, if you will. Tougher enemies, tougher room layouts. It's just tougher. But yeah, Wolv was living on the edge there. That half a heart. Mind you, keep in mind, he is in the Womb right now, so everything will hit you for 1 full heart of damage. So he's got to be really, really careful, or has to find a lot of hearts really fast. So he's going to let his bum friend pick up the money. Not quite what he wants. Also not quite what he wants. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Telepills for Wolv. What determines what version of the floor you get? It is random. Everything in this game is oh man, except for that death. That death was not random. So Wolv down, and now Diana with a huge lead here in round 2. So again, like I said, never count anybody out in these races, because all it takes is that one room where you're just going to get absolutely cornered, like Wolv just did, and ate some terrible damage there, but he had low health to begin with. So once again, a death for Wolv sets him all the way back. Again, we were going over what determines what type of floor you get. It's just random. Everything from what rooms you get on the floor, to what items you get, to what enemies you face, random every single time. So you notice right now, Wolv's got an XL floor. He's got both basement rooms crammed into one. Again, that's just a random chance. Awesome, congrats, Psycho. Did you beat Mom's Foot on Depths 2? Was that the one you beat? I can answer more to this question, but it depends on which part you beat. Wow, Hop, very nice. Yes, you did? Awesome. Okay, now the next time, Psycho, when you play, it'll actually open up the Womb 1 and the Womb 2, the level that Diana is on right now. So that will become like the new true ending point of the game for you. Once you've beaten that X amount of times, it's going to open up new floors 2 more times, 3 more times. I take that back for you. So there's a lot more of the game to go still, believe it or not. And then if you get the expansion also, there's a bunch of challenges that you can beat to unlock other items that are extremely overpowered and well worth doing so. Stats URL, give me 1 second, Twilight, and I'll hit you up here. That would be the Google Docs link right there. There we go, Takabot's got it for you. So if you hit up that Google Docs link, you'll see all the standings. They're up to date except for this race and the Awaken Smoke Magic D250 race that just took place. Those are the only ones I've not gotten to enter yet. Which, honestly, I could do that right now, but I'm being really lazy. Ooh, challenge 1. Just keep going at it. If you think you're going to die a lot at that one, KP, wait until you get to the 9 lives challenge. It gets way worse than that first one. But the Dark was the Night challenge. Take that one out as quick as you can. That unlocks the blue candle, which is phenomenally overpowered. So you want that open as quick as you can get it. Yep. Now, the Epic Fetus is actually banned. Let me give you the link of the banned items. If I could remember how to spell, this would actually work. Outlawed items. There we go. Ooh, Teratoma for Diana. We haven't seen that in the races yet, I don't think. Very nice. Alright, so anyways, the outlawed items that the racers in just this league are not allowed to pick up are the Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac. Those were all voted on by all the racers and unanimously, boy, I can't say that word, chosen as items that we cannot pick up. The D6, if they still have it, they can roll on just those items. So technically the D6 is also outlawed. And I think I was muted that whole time. Woo! Anyways, there's that link for you. Not sure if I was muted or not, but there's your link of all the outlawed items. Basically, Wolv had to pass on that because he did not have his D6. So he could have, technically speaking, could go back, but kind of a pain in the butt to grab it and do all the stuff you need to. Wow, you still haven't seen the candle after beating that Kit-Kat? Go into more stores, dude. You should see that spawn way more often. Like, that should really spawn much more often. Yeah, see, sometimes I can't tell. Like, I couldn't tell if it actually flashed on or off there when I clicked it or not, so I wasn't sure. Ooh, very nice, KP. Yeah, see, that's usually how I wind up getting lucky with my 9 lives challenge, is I'll get health up on the first floor before I even fight the boss. At that point, it's almost game over if you don't get hit. Ooh, Wolv, speaking of getting hit, Wolv almost got through that without taking damage. Almost. Ooh, and Diana has found a complete dead end here with triple Hockey Puck Gertie. Not the room you want to see, but her bombs will rip through these because she does have 86 left now. Really? That didn't show up. Interesting. Because it showed up on my screen, so Takaba may not have showed up on yours. Let's see if that one works. That should have showed it again, Awaken. That's really weird. If that didn't show up, it showed up on mine, so it may just be a chat glitch. God knows chat's been a little glitchy tonight. Ooh, so Wolv's boss fight's going to be Blue Larry Jr., so he's guaranteed a soul heart off of this fight. So even that one damage he took, he's going to get, well, now he's not going to get that heart back. But he does have his 2 hearts, so he just doubled up how many hearts he had. How did that hit him? No, for what you heard earlier was I was explaining how the playoff races are going to go. Wolv's taking some damage here. Anyways, also Diana has found her mom's heart fight. What we do is we race through mom's heart, which is where Princess Diana is right now. So if she wins this room, she'll have tied this up at 1 apiece and force a game 3. But all we do is regular season, we're going through Womb 2. First round of the playoffs, we'll go through Shale. Second round of the playoffs through Cathedral. And then the finals are going to go all the way through the last level of chest. Because you're a fucking idiot and you touch yourself at night, Pelvic, that's why. By the way, if you guys think you can do better, casting's free. Give it a shot. Whip your dick out. Give it a shot. The Book of Shadows will give you 12 seconds of invincibility in a room. So Diana is ripping through this fight really quickly, and it looks like she is going to even this up because she has a ton of health, and even if she tanks this, she's got it, in my opinion. So this should even it up in 1 race apiece. So once again, Diana is undefeated in second races. She'll lose the first one every time, but she comes back to even it up every single week. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are tied at 1. Great job, Diana. So let me even up the score real quick here. Awesome job. So we are tied up at 1 apiece. Diana once again is forced to round 3. That smile says it all. Yeah, right? Well, you told me to. Nonetheless, so we are tied up at 1 apiece here. We're going to do a third race really quickly. Let me run another really quick 30-second ad, guys, and we will get this rebooted. So we will be right back with you with round 3, and we will determine who's the winner here tonight. Alrighty, we are cleared up and good to go. So, once again, both of the racers are on a Skype call, so as soon as Diana's ad is over, I'm assuming these two will wind up getting going here with round 3. So like I said, we are tied up at 1 apiece in a best of 3. Once again, Diana has never lost a second round. So basically, if you ever go up 1-0 or go down 1-0 to Diana, you're gonna lose in the second round. It's guaranteed. She is very tough to beat in that second one. So again, they're on a Skype call. They're gonna call their own starting time. So you will see a slight delay because I'm recapturing both of their streams. So it's gonna be a really minuscule couple of second delay. But you'll probably see Diana move first like she has been almost all night. The reason that you saw all 3 ads is because the other 2 racers are partners and I'm recapturing both of their streams. So if they play ads, I see them because I don't ad block. I'm not cheap. So unless for whatever reason mine did something stupid and did a fucking 90-second ad, which it damn well better not have because I have it set to 30 seconds, then you shouldn't have seen 3. Anyways, we're off on round 3 here. So the only reason you saw that split was because Wolv played 1, Diana played 1, and I played 1. So you saw all 3 kind of overlapping each other, if nothing else. And if you're in the Game Fetch channel, you definitely saw 3 because you would have seen mine and you would have seen both of theirs. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Ecstatic? Ooh, very nice. Horror Babylon find right off the bat for Wolv. And I didn't get to see what Diana had. Oh, she got Demon Baby. Very nice finds for both of them. So great starting items on floor 1 for both racers here. Ouch. Wolv versus Lust right off the bat. There's actually a good chance that'll give him Poison Touch. This could be a decent thing. Oh, Wolv's been getting some lucky breaks tonight as far as items go. Nope, pills, go figure. So Wolv probably won't even consider picking that up. Alright, Demon Baby for Diana, like I said, and a bunch of pills. So she's got a bunch of friends till the end, tears up, and a pill she's just going to take with her. Damn it, I forgot the timer again. Oop, would help if I was actually clicked over here. See, this is what I'm talking about. I've got so many things to remember, folks. Like, timer is just one extraneous thing that I really don't have time for. Actually, brimstone shots always go all the way across the room. Yeah, and by the way, for those that didn't see it again, our second Sacred Heart of the night. So Diana with a ridiculous build going on here. So second floor again. That's where we've gotten both of them, isn't it? Wolv got his Sacred Heart on basement 2, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the second time that we've seen a basement 2 Sacred Heart. So one of the most overpowered items in the game, and Diana's rocking that and Demon Baby right now, so she's got a great build going, especially with the tears up that she had earlier. Wolv's going to get some health up with that Eternal Heart, finds enough money where he's going to go to his store first, if he has a key. Which he doesn't, I don't know if he notices. Or he's going for a super secret room. Yep, because there's only so many spots that could be. Oh, now he finds the rusted key. I bet he wish he would have found that slightly sooner. Unless maybe he teleports in. Oh, wow. Jeez Louise, guys. Dual Sacred Hearts. This has got to be a first. Oh, my God. All right, this is going to get real interesting real fast. So a basement 1 Sacred Heart and a basement 2 Sacred Heart. So this is just going to be a race to the finish, literally, right now. How many times do you think this is ever going to happen, guys? So once again, one of the many things that I never thought we'd actually see in any of these races, and we're only in week 3, and we've had about, let's see, every week we've had at least one of those occurrences. So I don't know why these keep surprising me, but we keep coming up with weird things that happen. So here comes the real fun now. Will either or both of these racers actually pass up item rooms and just fight bosses and move on? Because they are both really overpowered. Well, Diana, on the other hand, found her item room, doesn't have a key to get in, so that kind of negates that whole argument right there. Wow, another Sacred Heart for Wolv, who may not be able to leave the room without grabbing it. So he did that. He's going to hope he doesn't take much damage here so that he retains that for the next floor. But he's going to go look for his item room first. Yeah, when Wrath of the Lamb first came out, and there's a couple more ways to basically protect Wolv's Sacred Heart. Or his Eternal Heart, I should say. But yeah, when Wrath of the Lamb first came out, wow, and more health up for Wolv. Dear God. But when it first came out, yeah, I know I said it wrong. Nonetheless, when it first came out, they had the items drop rate set way ridiculously high on items like Sacred Heart. So you wound up seeing those a lot more often than you do nowadays. Yeah, damn you, Eddie, you see what you've done? So anyways, that Eternal Heart, Bacon Heart, whatever you want to call it, just became another full red heart for Wolv as he went down a floor. Ooh, Diana with a Devil Deal. Doesn't have the greatest of items in here, though. Yeah, she's going to pass on both, and she'll move on down to Caves 2. So again, with a one-floor lead at the moment, Diana is slightly ahead. But again, they are both on a Skype call. It's not real hard for Wolv to figure out exactly how far behind he is, and he can skip item rooms if he really wants to. He's definitely got the health and the damage build at the moment. The Sacred Heart turns your tiers. Basically, you see both of them have it, so it's kind of hard to match it up against normal stuff. But it makes your tiers gigantic, like you see right there, and basically they will home in and do a lot more damage. Alright, so let's see here. It looks like Wolv is going to move on. He's going to be looking for his item room. I'll be damned. And so he's going to have to keep looking around because he is still yet to find it. Diana's just looking for her boss fight at this point. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was range in there because I see her wearing mom's heels, but I'm not sure if she had those before or not. No, we had 2 out of those 3 earlier, Gigak. We had, Wolv had Sacred Heart and Quad Shot earlier. He was down to 1 heart at the time, mind you, but he had a really nice build with that going. So he was pretty close. So I guarantee it's been done. Oh, isn't it, Amy? That's what I love about these. Like, so many of these are so neck and neck that it's just, like, edge of your seat. Like, you know, it's legitimate, like, racing. And you wouldn't think a game like this you could do racing in. But, I mean, we've seen races that finish 3 seconds apart on 20 to 30-minute runs. So it's pretty crazy, but that's why I love this game. It's so random, but, you know, it sets up well for racing with the randomness. Yeah, like, I see what you did there. Ooh, very nice find. So the Miter for Wolv. So that has a 50% chance of turning red hearts into soul hearts, which is a phenomenal thing to find. That's one that, honestly, I don't care if I found that in a devil room, which you never would. But if you found that in a devil deal, I wouldn't care how much it cost. I'd still buy it. Wow, and the habit for Wolv. So he needs a space use item. Yes, it is, Zang. Yeah, they both picked up very early on Sacred Hearts. Wolv got his on basement 1, and Diana got hers on basement 2. So yeah, that's Diana picked up hers first, by the way. But yeah, they both got it right now. This is one of the craziest setups I've seen. No, actually, Saber, they're both in a Skype call. If you go to this Game Fetch link, you can actually hear them talking to each other. Give me 1 second to type that out because I can't spell, apparently. But if you go to that link, you can actually hear them talking on Skype to each other. Basically, they both started at the same time. The reason that you saw that delay is because I'm recapturing both of their streams. So basically, the issue with that is you're going to get some random delays in there, just depending on where my connection stands. So that's the only reason you saw that delay. Wolv's is slightly behind Diana's because he's casting at a higher definition than she is. So that's the only reason his seems further behind. They both started at exactly the same time, though. But if it comes down to that close, we've had Eddie Ruckus and Tamorag finish about 3 seconds apart in real time. And on my screen, it looked like a good 5 to 10 seconds. We just base it off of what they say in Skype at that point. Everybody knows each other. We all trust each other. So nobody's going to be like, okay, I won, you know, before it's over. Because, I mean, hey, we're on stream. It's going to be kind of obvious to tell that that's a lie. You know what I mean? So it's we all trust each other. It's we're not that picky about stuff, but if it comes down to that, I'll time out both of the races if need be. But I really doubt it's ever going to come to that. Oh, I'm waiting for somebody to get a D20 in like a ridiculous setup in an arcade where it just takes them an hour to get through it. It'll happen at some point. And for anybody wondering, Diana is 1 floor ahead of Wolv right now. So Wolv is in Caves 2, Diana's in Depths 1. So Wolv has got an item room and a boss to go if he chooses to do the item room also. But he's not that far behind. Ooh, very nice. Guppy's head for Wolv. So there we go. We got something now that, mind you, he isn't going to really utilize his habit with it that much, but at least he has a space use item that is not the D6. So at least he finally gets to replace that. Diana accidentally bombing herself to open a door here. So let's see. It looks like Wolv is going to both gamble and fight a boss at the same time again, because he's getting good at that. Wow, 10 bombs for Diana. Not the greatest of things, being that she already had 6, but yeah, she'll take them. It's not the worst thing. Yep, he gets that one more thing that'll block it, exactly. So Wolv with more health up will move on to Depths 1 and is now on the same floor as Diana, who, by the way, is still very much ahead because she's gotten both her item room and her boss fight now. So she is still at least 1 full floor ahead right now, in my personal opinion, because she is ripping through this boss fight as well. Mind you, keep in mind, she's got 4 red hearts. Wolv has got, well, he's got a lot. He's got 7 red hearts and 5 soul hearts at the moment, so he's sitting pretty on health. Diana is doing pretty well for herself, but definitely a little bit more sketchy than Wolv is. And now Diana gets flying, so she'll take that instead of her doctor's remote and move on to Depths 2. Hey, Nunchucks, how you doing tonight? And again, what's up to everybody? Yeah, Wolv's kind of crazy. Wolv's definitely crazy. I think we all are, honestly. No, he just picked up that 5th one, Awaken. So I just happened to see that as I was saying it. Only reason I knew I could tell that it was 5. Ooh, very nice. And Wolv finds his item room right off the bat. So technically speaking, ooh, wow, and it's Guppy's hairball. I don't think we've actually seen that yet in the races, so that might be a first, honestly. So Wolv, technically speaking, right now, is catching up a lot quicker than I thought he would be, because I didn't think he'd find his item room that fast. He is going to spend some time to gamble, though, just in case, it looks like. Wonder if he's looking for a better trinket or more soul hearts. I wonder which it is. Yep, luck up pill gives you more luck so that when you're gambling and things of that nature, you have a better chance of winning. Ooh, 2 of diamonds. That'll double up Wolv's whopping 2 cents to 4 cents. Yeah, Guppy's hairball can be a lot of fun, actually. If you get it worked up the way that it should be, it's actually great. My cat's running around the floor with a toy now. You want in on the races too, huh? Yeah? Better get it. Sorry, I'm throwing a toy for my cat. I get a little distracted easily sometimes. Anyway, so again, Depths 2 versus Depths 1 run right now. So Wolv is catching up very quickly, but Diana does have a definite advantage as we speak. Again, we're racing to the Womb 2. The first one of these two to take out Mom's Heart will actually win this race tonight. We do a best of 3. You can see they're tied up at 1 apiece with the timer on the bottom, or the scoreboard, I should say, on the bottom. The timer is slightly off. I'm about a floor behind on that, so I started that way late, so I had about a minute or 2. So we're probably really at about 13 and a half, going on 14 minutes. Yeah, Spaz would win. That is all. And now he's just staring at me like, why is Spaz Cam not on? I saw Dragonfly ask, or somebody ask. So Wolv is fighting Little Gish again, so he'll wind up with Little Gish off of finishing this fight. Probably exactly what he was hoping for here. He doesn't need health up, so that is one of the best boss items he could have gotten on this floor. Yeah, knowing Wolv, he wants cancer. Yeah, exactly. That may sound slightly out of context if you don't know the meaning of the game. Within the game, there is an item called Cancer, which is a trinket that doubles your shot speed and can overcap it. So if you already have maxed out shot speed and then you get that, you have double shot speed. And it's ridiculous how quickly you fire tears. And with Sacred Heart, Yeah, enough said. That is overpowered. Speaking of luck up pills, Wolv just found one. And also just found his item room. Ooh, and speaking of other things, there's Diana finding a greed fight yet again. Oh my goodness. Remember what you were asking for earlier? Oh, wow. Wolv with Polyphemus to add to his Sacred Heart. Oh my god. These tears. Wow. Just wow to this. So, yeah, about that whole quad shot thing. Oh my god, really? And the Book of Belial. So he's going to get time and a half damage multiplier whenever he uses the Book of Belial, if he takes that. I totally missed what Wolv's pill was there, and I apologize. So keep in mind, Wolv is on the same floor as Diana right now. Diana is fighting the boss of that floor. So again, keep this in mind. They are very close. Wolv now has a ridiculously overpowered build. It already was overpowered, but he will one-hit any random monster now. This is nuts, guys. I never would have thought we'd see builds like this going head-to-head. That was another pretty fly. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I knew it was something to that effect because it wasn't wasn't a stats uphill. Wow, Diana ripped through her mom fight. So a great job there by Diana. Grabs Squeezy for Tears Up and a couple of extra soul hearts. So she'll be the first to move on to Womb 1. Ouch, and winds up with Curse of Darkness, so we'll have no idea what her floor looks like. Her map will never show on this floor now, which in the womb can be a real deterrent. Yeah, the death card that she used took down half of Mom's health right there, too. So for those who don't know, the death card, very useful. Very, very useful, in fact. Wow, more money for Wolv, an extra bomb. Well, the one bomb, I should say. And his mom fight will be the regular one. So here comes ridiculous damage. Oh my god. So he's gonna, like, 10-shot mom, basically. Look at this damage. This is nuts. Yes, Wolv also has the Habit. Yes, he does. Here's the problem with the Habit and Book of Belial. It doesn't stack. So even if you use it twice in the same room, you'll notice his tears will not increase anymore, even if he uses it again. So sad as that is, it does not, from what I can tell at least, it does not time and a half your damage again. Or if it does, it's not a percentage of somehow off of the first one again, and it's minuscule. Because I've not ever noticed that actually doing anything. As sad as that is, because it's a great thought, Yuisugi. Because I had the same thought, like, ooh, I'm going to do massive damage. Because there's no damage cap. If you guys didn't know that, you can, literally, there is no damage cap. You can keep that going as long as you want to. Yeah, dang right, Zale. I want to see that remake so bad. Like, it looks so interesting to me. I mean, this game in and of itself I love, so anything to do with it I'm happy with, but still, I want to see that remake. By the way, both racers right now on Utero 1 with Curse of Darkness, so I have no idea what to tell you about who's ahead. They are both only looking for boss fights. Wow, the notched axe for Diana. Yeah, she obviously will not be taking that. That is a useless item. Ah, yeah, if you get a double boss room, you're on an XL floor. That is both of your floors crammed together. So that can be like Basement 1 and Basement 2 crammed together. There's going to be 2 item rooms, 2 boss rooms, still only 1 store, 1 secret room, and 1 super secret room. But that just means that you're on an XL floor if you get that. Alright, so let's see. Both still having no luck. Wolv found himself a dead end here. So he's looking to clear this room quickly. Ooh, gets a world card. That'll help him on the next floor. Won't help him here at all, but the next floor he'll be able to see the entire map when he uses that world card. This floor, because he has Curse of Darkness, that can never be overwritten. So he's going to wait to use that for the next floor. Yes, I did, Dude Cat. That was freaking awesome. He's like, I think we went to retro. And it's just like the most retro, like, almost looks like Atari 5200 style graphics. Like, it literally does. Like, it's awesome. If somebody can find that tweet, link it up. Ooh, Diana, the first to find her Utero 1 boss fight. And seconds behind, Wolv finds his and moves in first. And he's going to get double Loki here. Which should get torn through by these tears, because yes, it will. My god, look at that damage. Whew! That is insane. So he's basically 4-hitting these. My god, did he just rip through that boss. And gets another god room. Wow. So let's see what Wolv winds up with this time. Sure, the relic, why not? A couple more soul hearts, because he needs them. So he's going to move on to Womb 2. There's his world card, and he's only got a few rooms to clear now to get to his boss fight. So again, Wolv is looking to make this a 2-to-1 win tonight. Obviously, both racers are. But at the moment, Wolv has got a very slight advantage. I'd give him even more of an advantage for the fact that he knows which direction he's going here in the Womb 2. Diana is going to have to look around for a second. So again, Wolv has to clear 1, 2, 3, 4 more rooms. Diana could have any random number of rooms that she has to go through. So we'll see what happens here. Believe me, this ain't over yet. Believe you me. There's the link for you. Foos has got it. So for those who want to see that 4-bit retro version that Edmund made, check that out, because it looks pretty freaking Atari. It's awesome. Alright, so we're down to 2 more rooms for Wolv to clear. And by the way, remember, Wolv is going to annihilate Mom's Heart. He has ridiculous damage with Polyphemus and Sacred Heart. And here we go. We're about to see, I'm going to say a 5 to 6 hit. Oh, and don't forget the Book of Belial for that 1.5 damage. Yeah. Wolv is going to rip this boss a new one here. So, oh yeah, this is going to go quick. Wow, look at that. Look at those tears. Look at this. So Diana very quickly has to find her boss fight and be able to catch up, because Wolv is going to, like I said, just rip this boss fight to shreds. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Don't mean to keep coughing at you. So Diana moving on along. Oh, finds a dead end yet again. That may be the end of it right there, guaranteed. Because again, Wolv can stand still and take damage from Mom's Heart and has more than enough health to do so. At this point, Mom's Heart will stay out too. When you see it fire those red shots, it's going to stay down the rest of the time. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go to Wolv. Because my goodness, that build, Polyphemus and Sacred Heart, slightly too strong. Just slightly too strong. Wow, Diana, just, oh, wow. By the way, about 19 to 20 minutes on that run. Not bad, I gotta say. But Wolv takes the night 2-to-1 by coming back here in the last race. He was behind to begin with. Wound up with a Basement 1 Sacred Heart. The same as Diana wound up with a Basement 2 Sacred Heart. But later on, Wolv wound up pulling in Polyphemus. And that basically was your winner right there. And there you go. The round of applause from Wolv for Diana. Great job to both racers again. I'm with Wolv on this one. Awesome job, Diana. You could not have gotten much closer on that one again. And again, I don't know what it is with you in that second round, but you are guaranteed to win in the second round, Diana. It's pretty amazing, I gotta say.